Mythology is about story making, big picture story making. That's why I spent a lot of time with our collective situation. It looks fairly dire and the forecast is not great in a short term. The snapshot is of decline. But if you widen the snapshot, you see it as a circumambulation, as a process, or part of a broader motif. Then civilizations are born, endure, hit a high point, have a decline, and then are replaced. And there's not anything that anyone can ever do about that fact, except one thing: mythologize it and make it meaningful, wherever you are in whatever phase. That's what mythology does. How to write a story, a better story. Within the collapse, as you face the dragon, there's also a treasure. Try to find that treasure. For example, if you see the world filled with leadership that's corrupt and that's the end of the story, what happens to you? But if you mythologize it and you see, well, we're at a point in civilization where the leadership is devoid of morality, what's on the flip side of that? Is the restoring of morality and of decentralization, which means your vote counts. So on the flip side of it, it's calling us to be more moral. It's saying the landscape is contaminated. That means we have a job to do. And instead of outsourcing the power, the other job is to find the power. The purpose of my life at this phase in civilizational decline is to reclaim power and to align with virtue. That's an incredible story. If things were going fairly well, would that be presenting itself as the opportunity? No. It's only because wherever we look, there's questionable leadership. Is that the opportunity? You think to yourself, well, what good does my vote count? And that's what the Aquarian is about. It's not just one vote. Your brothers and sisters and fellow ordinary human beings are all feeling the same thing. They're concerned. There's more of us than there are of them. More of us that go for the energy of empowerment. More of us that exercise that empowerment. The more of us that go for virtue. The more of us that exercise that virtue. The more of us that populate the field. And even though there is definitely a dire moment in the sequence of events, the unfolding of events, there's also the dawn of a new day. It will get better. Not by itself, though. It gets better because enough people raise consciousness and seize the opportunity, not get stagnated by the dragon. They go through the dragon, seize the treasure, return with the elixir to the field. Enough people do that, civilization does get better.